السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا وسهلا. مرحبا. Right, I hope you guys had a wonderful time, enjoying yourselves. Another Jummah here, another Friday. My name is Jacket Zaman, and as you guys know, on Fridays we do a little chit chat on this podcast, and we enjoy just listening to each other. I don't know where my wire is. That's my wire somewhere. So yeah, so that's basically what's been happening recently. Why is this? Okay, I seem to have misplaced one of my wires somewhere, and I need to charge my. So I have this basically. I have this. This is called a Apple Touch. It's very very good, right? Because I can easily just do a lot of my editing and work on the screen with this just by touching it, and it's very very useful. Any of you guys who do a lot of work on the computer and have to use a lot of mouse, this is good. So أهلا وسهلا قاضي آسف إقبال وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله. أهلا وسهلا. Context matters. وعليكم السلام. أهلا وسهلا. أهلا وسهلا. Welcome. How to be a strong student of knowledge. Stay away from social media. That's the first thing. What science should we master to be a good student of knowledge? All of them, but start off slowly, bit by bit. Just like if you want to gain weight, what do? You don't just gain weight overnight. By the way, this is one of my white hairs. Yeah, I'll show you guys. Can you guys see this white hair? White strand of hair. Yeah, this is old Buddha hairs. Yeah, falling off. I'm selling it. I'm going to sell it on eBay. Not a joke. All right, so yeah, so remember, learning knowledge is a bit like gaining weight. So you need to do it little bit by bit, have a strategy, but you need to start off. Yeah, so Qazi, you need to go off social media and you need to start studying Arabic. Yeah, start studying Arabic. Ideally, study it with a person face to face. Yeah, find someone in your locality who can teach you and study by them. That's the honest truth, that is. And then slowly develop yourself from there. So, I mean, a lot of people want to become like when they see the Olympics and they see like a 100 meters sprinter and they want to be like that, or they see someone who's a footballer, they want to be like that, but they don't understand there's a whole journey of how that person actually reached that particular. So, right. So today's tea. Let's see what we have. Oh, today I got cycling today. The guys are saying, what time do you guys want to go? Okay, 7 p.m. looks like a good time. Okay. Yeah, so that's basically the Jummah. So today I had a Jummah talk, and the Jummah talk was about the importance of Islam in the family, right? Islam and how the family, it creates a balance inside your Islam, right? If you are basically applying, like living as a Muslim in your family, you'll see this balance of faith in your rest of your life. Right? It's interesting how people who try to disassociate themselves from family totally and try to, emulate Islam in their lives, they can't find a balance. The family, the relatives, the culture, that's something which really has an impact on. So working on your families is a very important thing. Right. Abdullah Ashraf, am I allowed to buy a book with pictures of someone's face on it? For example, I want to buy Malcolm. Yes, you can buy it. Fear Allah and Allah shall teach you what it means. No, that's not in the Quran. That's a saying of scholars, that is. The Quran says, Ittaqullaha wa yu'allimukumullah. Have fear of Allah and Allah will teach you. It doesn't mean that have fear, and because when you have fear, Allah will teach you. It doesn't mean that. That's just something scholars have just generally said, and some people have quoted that verse in it. So having taqwa does not increase your knowledge. You need to actively go and learn knowledge. Yeah, so having taqwa is independent of learning knowledge. You can't gain taqwa and gain knowledge at the same time automatically. No, it doesn't work like that. Manha wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah, ahlan wa sahlan, welcome. Ukhtun, pride, wa alaikum assalam. Manha, what advice would you like to give a teenager like me about hifz? I'm not a hafiz of Quran, so I'm not the best person to ask this question to. So might be better to ask someone who's a hafiz. So someone who's a hafiz, they would be able to answer this question in a much better way. So I would say generally, if you want to memorize the Quran, it's an excellent thing. But you have to remember, you are going to have to dedicate yourself. What I would suggest is try to start off memorizing famous surahs, well-known surahs. Try that. So like start to learn Surah Yasin, or for example, like Surah Kahf, Surah Waqi'ah, Surah Rahman, Surah Mulk, last juz of the Quran. Start memorizing those, and then even if you drop out of hifz, at least you're going to be reading those quite often, or you should be reading those quite often. Yeah, that's what I would say. Otherwise, trying to do the deep dive into hifz and long term you haven't planned it, then what can happen is you might learn half of the Quran, but then when you don't do the proper revision and the dawr, you can forget a lot of stuff. Yes, you don't want that to happen as well. Waheed, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan, Waheed. How are you? How's things down your end? Weather is very nice today. I'm sure you're enjoying the sunshine. So today I'm trying this other tea, this Malaysian tea, or Indonesian or Malaysian tea. Yeah, it's quite strong. Yeah, so as you guys know, I eat all sorts of things. Yeah, so this is the color of it. It's going to be quite strong, and so if you see my face changing shape whilst I'm drinking it, then yeah, it's quite strong. You can smell it. It smells like leather. That's the closest explanation I can give to you guys. It smells a bit like leather, yeah, leather. Like an old leather, like when you go to like an old library and they got those kind of leather chairs in. Oh, actually, it's quite good. Yeah, it's a bit bittery because I don't have sugar. काजी हमसे पहले था अजब तेरे जहान का मंजर कहीं मस्जूद थे पत्थर कहीं माबूद शजर खोगर रे पेकर महसूस थी इंसान की नज़र मनता फिर कोई उन दिखाए खुदा को क्यों कर तुझको मालूम है लेता ता कोई नाम तेरा कुव्वत बाजू ए मुस्लिम ने क्या कमाल तेरा. MashaAllah. I understood most of it. A few words in there I'm not too sure about. Excellent. Okay, thanks. فجزاكم الله خير كثيرا وجزاكم الله أحسن الجزاء في الدنيا والآخرة. آمين. Okay. That dua should go there as well. Wahid, alhamdulillah. Maji, alaikum assalam. Mullah, assalamu alaikum. So looking good today, mashallah. Mashallah, I get nazar. Yeah, don't worry, I've read my du'as in the morning, so inshallah, it should be okay. Please make dua for me. I have exams and health isn't the best. May Allah give you shifa kamil and success in your exams. Have you destroyed, burned, drowned, blown up and hanged the chocolate yet? No. So guys, Maji tasted the chocolate, yeah. And Maji, what did you think of the chocolate? Tell the honest truth, yeah, so that the viewers can listen, yeah, from the horse's mouth. Yeah, and I got the chocolates over here as well. I actually put the chocolates over here. Orange, yeah, I'm gonna have some of this orange chocolate. Yeah, some nice tasty dark chocolate, 100% dark chocolate. MashaAllah. Valerie, walaikum assalam. The barbecue looked amazing. Ahlan wa sahlan. Yeah, you liked it, didn't you? So I thought I'd try something else because I wanted to try making lamb chops and burgers. So I just thought, you know what? Let me just try this new method. Yeah, see how it comes out. And I put that kind of, because I've seen it done in a lot of takeaways where they make it and they put that kind of wok over it. Yeah, and they kind of like allow the steam to cook it as well. So it worked very nice. I mean, Maji, next time you come down, yeah, I'm gonna do barbecue. Okay, be ready. Get your stomach ready. Oh, Ronaldo's United. Oh, that's news. How come? Why? Is he like missing Messi or something and missing Spain? Damn you, alaikum assalam. Ahla wa sahlan. Long time no see. Yeah, bro. Where you been? What's been happening? Did you get married? Pasty. Bitter tea and bitter chocolate, mashallah. You know, bro. Bro, you know. Trust me. When you come into my company, everything bitter becomes sweet. Maji, check that one out. When you come to my company, everything bitter becomes sweet. Allah. You're gonna be saying that. Yeah, Mullah, quote me. I'll give you ijazah to quote me. It's not chocolate. La hawla wa la quwwata. I pray the khair for Mars, Nestle, and especially Cadbury's. It's not going, but looks like it. Oh, right. I wouldn't be. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think it's maybe good for Manchester United. I wonder why though. Why is he coming back for? What's the reason? Muhammad Shazan, ahlan wa sahlan, bless you. Ah, it's nice days. Yeah. So you know, I might just retweet that and put it in a frame. Oh, Maji, we need to get M Mullah on the scene. Yeah, M Mullah. So we have these game nights, right? Where some of our friends come down. Yeah, and we play board games and stuff. Yeah. I don't know. Do you guys do that kind of stuff? Where you have like a night where all your friends come down and you play board games and have some food as well. Yeah, it's quite good. I like being with friends, especially when it's like challenging. Just being with friends and no challenge is okay, but it's not really kind of the best. But when it's challenging, when you can see everyone's colors, especially when they have to, especially when they have to try and beat you and come up with all sorts of tactics. But yeah, that's what we have. So I don't know if you guys have it. Maybe we should do it with some of the some of you guys subscribers. Maybe we could have like a session. We come down, maybe my house or someone's house. We go down. We have like a games night. Yeah, with you guys. Yeah, that would be excellent. Difference between mufti and alim. So every mufti is an alim, and then after you become an alim, you can specialize to become mufti. Yeah, so mufti is basically an alim who has further gone in further education, and then he specializes. It's like someone who's done A levels and then goes to university and specializes in a degree. Terate, ahlan wa sahlan, Terate. Wa alaikum assalam. I'm very good, thank you very much for asking. That was the sound of the cup, by the way. This cup is just so delicate. Just sounds delicate. Good line to use when meeting potentials. That's a good one, yeah. Go to the father-in-law, you go, bro, uncle, no, bro, uncle, you know, when people come into my company, especially with the Birmingham accent, oh yeah, bro, uncle, you know, when people come into my company, even the bitter things taste sweet. Look at how that sounds. And Mullah, what would you rate me if I came down? If you were if you had a daughter and you were like the what's it? What I tried to impress you, and I said that to you, what would you do? Straight away, bhai, give my daughter to him, no question. Can you name some scholars alive today you follow or we should follow, as there aren't any? I don't know who you want to follow. I mean, you don't have to follow scholars on social media. It's all whatever you're inclined towards. So I would say follow the scholar. Like, for example, people like Mufti Abdul Rahman Mangira, who's active on social media, follow him. He's good to follow. People like Mufti Ibn Adam, he's good to follow as well. Mufti Faraz Adam, he's good to follow as well. Dr. Suhaib, he's good to follow as well. Suhaib Saeed. There's quite a lot. I mean, sometimes on social media you forget they're even scholars sometimes. Competitive, Hassan, bro. When you come down to England, yeah. Where, yeah, we did that many times last year when I was at university playing Monopoly and cards and against humanity. Chocolate. Can I learn fiqh without learning Arabic? Yeah, you can learn fiqh without learning Arabic, but then you're going to be restricted to how far you can go. So if you want to learn fiqh just to understand how things work, that's fine. But if you want to go further and investigate and discussions and understand why others have said such, then you will need Arabic because Arabic will get you into all those books and the main discussion. Otherwise, you're learning everything secondhand. Yeah. 10 out of 10 for originality, 11 out of 10 for humor. That's it, bro. I get whispered like everything I do is kufr. How to get rid of it? Um, you know what you need to do, my brother? You need to speak to your doctor. No joke about this. I always say this, guys, as you all know. People who suffer from whispers, they need to speak to their doctors, and there are treatments out there that people can take without taking medicine. Yeah, there's like, I think like psychotherapists, they deal with these kind of things, and they help people overcome the non-Muslims have it as well. Yeah, they have these whispers. So I would say speak to a doctor, see what they say. Yeah, so Alhamdulillah, my holidays are over now. So next week I'm back into teaching. I'm be back in making the normal videos that I make on a daily basis. In the holidays, I did take a break and I started making other things. I started with the Usul Hadith course. Usul Hadith course, mashallah, we've done 10 lessons so far. It's going good, Alhamdulillah. And some of you guys on there as well. And we did Hidayah. Hidayah's come to a pause now. So we've done about, I think, just over 60 lessons of Hidayah, not just in this holidays, but since I started it last year. So I do it like now and again. Yeah. How did you learn Urdu? So I stayed in Pakistan for 9 years learning in a madrasa. Yeah. So I basically learned to pick it up over there. How was yesterday's makeshift barbecue? Very nice, MashaAllah. Emullah, when you come down as well, yeah. When you come down, when Maji comes down, when Sufyan comes down, where's Sufyan? Sufyan's not here yet. Oh yeah, Sufyan's gonna do those the 3 peaks, isn't he? Or he's gonna do some 3 peaks in Wales. Yeah, challenge. So when you guys come down, inshallah, you know what, you're gonna be amazed. You're gonna forget all the food in the world. You taste my food. Yesterday's lesson was interesting. Yeah, you like that one? Yeah, mutaba'at. Yeah, mutaba'at and shawahid, I think, really gets people into understanding about the importance of investigating hadith and how to understand chains. Because a lot of people don't understand the world of chains, and that's why I kept saying to you guys. Remember, every time someone used to ask a question about usul hadith or some kind of hadith, I would say, look, you guys need to study usul hadith to really understand the depth of this. Now you guys are going to start to realize, oh yeah, this is what he was on about. Yes, Muhammad Shaizan, Sultan Ansari, make video in Urdu someday, inshallah. Inshallah, I will try to do that. My Urdu isn't perfect Urdu, plus I have a Pathan accent, yeah, which doesn't really kind of give it any extra bonus points. Salam Ustad, any plan to make video on Arabic tutor? I did start one off, but it kind of came to a halt. So yeah, I'm thinking of maybe, because with Arabic tutor you need an audience in front of you. So if you remember how I did it with my Ajurumiyya many years ago, when I used to do it live and then record it as well at the same time. So I think that would be the best thing to do. Salam, what is the best way to memorize vocab? Best method in your opinion? Do not memorize vocab, I would say. Do not memorize vocab. Read books. Yeah. So in other words, you need to read books and write Arabic. That's the best way to learn Arabic. And I've mentioned this many times. A lot of people make the big mistake of learning Arabic the hard way. Yeah. They just want to kind of like learn solid things, difficult things. So you need to basically, for vocab, read as many Arabic books as you can, highlight the difficult words, search for the difficult words, make a note of the difficult words. And then the more that you read, the more you're going to understand it. Assalamu alaikum, ahlan wa sahlan, Yasin. Anything in particular you plan to chat about in our podcast? I don't know, I'm thinking about maybe talking about holidays. Yeah. like things about holidays, how people spend their holidays, and that words associated to that, expressions. And then, as you know, what happens in our podcasts, they all start to go here and there and everywhere. Why don't you come on, Yasin, one day? Salam. Anything? I remember you were writing a book for Arabic learning. Have you been able to finish it? Uh, oh, that's Arabic grammar one. Yeah, yeah. No, I haven't finished it. Yeah, but you're special, Wahid. Wink, wink. Yeah, I'll speak to you later about that. Why in these days students of knowledge lack in Arabic? Good question. That's definitely a good question. Why do they lack in Arabic? Maybe there's no environment for it. Maybe there's no sort of like people don't see the importance of learning Arabic because they learn the masail and things, so they think they don't need the content is enough. I think that might be the one of the big issues. When you say read books, what sort of books should you? So read kids' books. Kids' books are the best books to read, without a doubt. And if you go on YouTube, and there's like these websites, there's channels that have made YouTube videos. Let me see if I can find any. And it's like got some Arabic titles with it as well. Arabic. Just type in Google Kutub al-Atfal, and you'll find lots of books that have been written. And just follow those, because if people design books for kids in the best way, right? Because kids are the ones that are the most needy for learning, and that's why the books they design for kids are always going to be the best way designed. So if you can read kids' books, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, your Arabic will improve drastically. I don't like people going into Qasasun Nabiyin straight away. I think that's not good. So if you write down, let me try to find some for you. Qasas al-Atfal. Qasas al-Atfal. Yeah, there's quite lots of things out there. So let's see some. I see one with subtitles. Yeah, I'll have to look. But if you Google through, you'll find. Oh yeah, here's some. Yeah. So for example, like stuff like this. Yeah, stuff like that. Oh, so I just went to get some milk. That is why I've been gone. Oh, I mean, all those days. That's a pretty long journey to go to get milk. Jazakallah khair. My Arabic is nowhere near good enough. I did mention to a good friend of mine, and I believe he's joining you today. Okay. Excellent. Don't worry. Listen a little bit. Eavesdrop. I would like your videos. Thank you very much, Muhammad. Qazi, have you read Bible Se Quran Tak? I've read parts of it, yeah. Yeah, I read parts of it. How was Juma? Did you lead anyway? Yes, today Juma was very good. I led at Sufa Institute. Alhamdulillah, the topic was about Iman and family. I will actually record it. I might edit it and put it up. It's audio. I might put it up onto the YouTube channel. Yeah, so that's basically been my week. Holidays are over. I'm going to be, inshallah, going on a bike ride for charity. Right, so for a charity that's collecting money for street kids, poor kids around the world. When we're going on a charity, inshallah, in a few weeks' time, I'm going to do a ride from Birmingham to Cheltenham. Yeah, so inshallah, I'll put up the link once I get everything sorted. I'll put up the link for anyone who wants to sponsor me, and inshallah, that money is all going to help the poor, inshallah. Also, watching cartoons help how children pick up languages. Exactly. Yeah, cartoons very, very good way, because you naturally just start listening and then automatically you start learning. Otherwise, learning vocab method, because I've been teaching Arabic for so many years, I've kind of come to the conclusion that a lot of people, they're not learning Arabic in the right way. They're learning in a very artificial way, which puts a lot of people off in easy terms. Yeah, puts a lot of people off in learning the language, And the best way to learn the language is not to memorize things necessarily, but it's to immerse yourself in the language, and then the memorization of rules automatically makes sense. Yeah, so this is like I said, this is that tea. So it's getting a bit darker now. I'm gonna have to maybe start drinking more of it. And so yesterday, yeah. So I've been doing gardening in the garden, and I've got rid of a lot of weed in the garden. Not weed, weeds. Before anyone thinks I'm growing weed, and it is. I made a video of it as well. I showed you guys, and it has been a headache trying to get it. And I've actually found in the back of my garden, right in the corner of the bushes, I found blueberries or blackberries growing. Blackberries, and they're quite nice as well. So normally I buy blackberries to put in my breakfast in the morning. So I found a bunch of them. So I think I'm gonna let them grow a bit more, and then maybe eat them. But the only problem is they grow with those like really nasty nettles. Those nettles, those not nettles, stinger kind of plants. Yeah, spiky. They're all spiky and hurt you. Brightest star, alaikum assalam. In our masjid, first Imam sits during khutbah and gives lecture in our language, then azan, then he delivers khutbah from a book in Arabic. Is it correct? Yes, that's fine. That can be done. Yeah, that can be done. Any Aqidah book recommendations? Yes, Aqidah book recommendation. The one that I show you guys every week. I don't have it over here. Quran. So I would suggest, first of all, before you dive into any book of Aqidah, study the Quran cover to cover. Yeah, seriously, a lot of people, they take this lightly, but you have to remember, Sahaba first learned the Quran, they did. The first thing that they learned was Quran. So this is why the first thing every Muslim should learn is what's in the Quran. Yeah, not just like what you've heard in a bayan or here and there. You need to study cover to cover the whole Quran with a scholar. And then after that, when you study Aqidah books, it's going to make so much sense. Everything will make sense. So what's been new? What's the latest that's been happening around you guys, wherever you guys are from? By the way, where is everyone from here? If you can just put the country that you're from in here, so we can see, where the Roots of Knowledge family is from. How to memorize the Quran? I am not a Hafiz of Quran, so I am not the best person to ask. So if there's any Hafiz out there, maybe Hafiz can give some tips on how to learn the Quran. Zimbabwe. My brother Abdul Majid is from Zimbabwe. Khalid. Leicester, mashallah, Leicester, ahlan wa sahlan, marhaban. Leicester is a very nice place, nice and clean compared to Birmingham. Qari Yasser, ahlan wa sahlan. Tunbridge Wells. Tunbridge Wells. Very nice, very nice. Manha, India, ahlan wa sahlan, India. Muhammad Shazan, Maldives. Yes. Bonjour, ça va très bien, merci. I think that's right. Hassan, Leeds, Great Britain. Yeah, Leeds. Sania, ahlan wa sahlan, Juma Mubarak to all. Safina from India, ahlan wa sahlan. Tab from India, mashallah, mashallah. India, far away, but look how close we are. Another one of my statements, Emullah. Yeah, put that also up here. Quotes. Friday quotes. So yeah, so I've been practicing my Arabic writing recently. I get into these phases where I like to get into my Arabic. So I've been practicing Arabic writing, and I'm trying to, almost every day, write at least about 10 lines or so that I'm actively, continuing my Arabic reading, listening, writing exercises. Because I think anyone who wants to learn language, the only way you're going to become proficient is if you continuously do it. So you got to continuously practice day in, day out in order to become better. Otherwise, if someone's learned Arabic and they haven't practiced their Arabic, but they've been teaching it, I find that you become stagnant in your own Arabic. You don't develop your own Arabic. So to develop your own Arabic, You need to continuously go over it. Z, Huddersfield. Yeah, Huddersfield. What's in Huddersfield? Huddersfield's got that tawa place. What's that tawa place? What is it called? Kebabish. In that kebab place where, you know, they had a big tawa. I remember Huddersfield went there. Umair from India started learning how to read the Quran. Ahlan wa sahlan Umair. MashaAllah. Mubarak to you. Mubarak. Your learn Arabic shots is really benefiting us. Alhamdulillah. Ahlan wa sahlan. Ahlan wa sahlan. Yeah, I need to make dua that I'm able to continue making them. Because they are 1 minute, but really they don't take 1 minute to make. It takes actually longer to make. Because I have to edit it, I have to redo it. And that can take sometimes up to about half an hour sometimes. I know it sounds a lot, but it's just like, you know, crazy. And ideally, if I could have like a team of people working, like I could make videos and give it to people and they could, you know, render the videos and other things like editors and different types of editors, that would be excellent for me. Yeah, I think that would save me a lot of time to be able to do other things as well. Cabanas. Cabana sounds like some Latin American, so like a place. Yeah, Cabana. Isn't that in Cuba or something? Cabana or something. Cabanas, yeah. काजी अमल से जिंदगी बनती है जन्नत भी जहन्नम भी ये कहीं अपनी फितरत में ना नूरी हाँ ना नारी हाँ हो Papa शायद you are भाई. Does a woman have to cover aura in a garden as if next door could potentially see, but it's unlikely? You're talking about like showing her hair and stuff. I would say it all depends upon the area they live in. Yeah, so in some areas, people are not very nosy. Like if someone does look, they'll turn away. So as long as you're like in Pakistan, I remember this, a lot of places, like you have houses, but the houses have compounds to them. So they have walls, but they don't have a roof on them. So they'll have like a roof section and an open section. So these like open sections, people can peek in. So there is the possibility that someone would peek and could see someone. Yeah. But because that would be quite rare, it would be fine for them to walk around without their hijab or without, you know, clothing they'd wear outside. But if you know in some areas people will be looking, then over there they should cover up. Yeah, that should be the kind of thing. So I think it all depends upon the person looks at their area. Is Ash'ari creed wrong? No, it's not wrong. Cabana is the tawa place. Most people that visit are from outside. Yeah, you guys don't eat there, do you? I ate there once. It wasn't the best place, but I don't think in Huddersfield there's anything else. Huddersfield, unfortunately, doesn't really have much of a choice. Places like, I'm surprised Batley has good places to eat. Yeah, Batley has good places to eat. Bradford obviously has a lot of places, all sorts of places to eat. Do they still have in Bradford? Do they still have that Zoya dessert place? Yeah, Mumtaz is good. Mumtaz is nice food. Desi Grill is nice food. Shimla's is nice. Yeah, these kind of nice. But then I don't know. There's kind of like Khaybar. Khaybar wasn't nice, man. Every time I eat Khaybars, I always get bad stomach. Wahid, speaking of tawa, I tried a restaurant in Warsaw called Lal Haveli, and their tawa was really nice. The Chinese tawa was the best. Yeah, Lal Haveli. Let me just check this out. My God, there. Lal Haveli. Check this out. Warsaw. All right, this one, yeah. Okay. All right. It's a fancy website. Lal Haveli. Chef Abul's. Okay, Chef Abul. All right, it looks nice, sisters. Can you see the Chinese one? Grill style. Okay. Grill style, not Indo-Chinese. Yeah. Yum. They have prawns. They've got to have prawns. Vegetarian? No, I don't think so. Yeah, vegetarians, they got something for you. Seafood. Oh, they got prawns here. Okay, I'm going to try this one. I'll try this one, guys. Now you know, and this is through the barakat of Wahid's suggestion. How to differentiate between kufr and halal jokes? Good question, that is. I think you have to look at situation as well. Any joke which is making fun of something in Islam is kufr. Like making fun of Salat or Zakat or Hajj, or making fun of any prophet, anything which is an emblem in Islam. And any joke that is kind of like not making fun of something in Islam, but coincidentally a Muslim is mentioned in there. Yeah, so the joke isn't about Islam, but you could have used anything. You could have used like a non-Muslim in that joke, and it would have made sense as well. And that wouldn't be kufr, I would say. But again, it depends what kind of joke it is as well. Zoya has closed down. Thank God it closed down. Actually, no, it's okay because they had a very nice vanilla ice cream. I had only vanilla ice cream there once. It was nice. कभी इंडिया आए इंशाअल्लाह ज़रूर आएंगे. मैं भी आऊँगा, अब्दुल माजिद भी आएंगे, और एम मुल्ला, हम तीन आएंगे. Can you explain please about Salat al-Tasbih? So Salat al-Tasbih basically is a type of Salat which has been recorded by the early scholars, which is a Salat in which you pray and then you recite throughout the Salat. At every time you change a posture, you recite the Tasbih, 3 Tasbih. Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. Or Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah, Akbar. You read them multiple number of times. Every rakat, you should try to get it 75 times. So in every rakat, at every posture, you read it. Yeah. So 75, 75, 150, 75, 75. And you read it in 4 rakats. So by the end of the salat, you basically read 300. Yeah. The exact way of performing it, there's 2 ways of performing it. You can find it on Google. So Google in how to do Salat Tasbih. And they'll show you over there. Yeah, so when you start Allahu Akbar, there's 2 different ways of doing it. Start Allahu Akbar, you read Subhanakallahumma, and then you read 15 times, you read that Tasbih, and then you read Fatiha, Surah. Before you go into Ruku, you read 10 times. When you get up from Ruku, 10 times. When you go into Sajda, 10 times. When you get up from Sajda, 10 times, and like that. And 75 times in each rakat. So Google it and you'll get all the details. My sister wanted to go to a trip. My mother didn't give permission. I made fun of it. Was this joke kufr? No, it wasn't. Any good places in Karachi? Any good food place in Karachi? Phew. Any good food places not in Karachi? That's what you got to ask. Any good... Loads of places in Karachi. Karachi's got we were there. We used to eat in all different types of places. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, so, very, very nice places. Depends how much you're willing to pay. Yeah, so there could be, high amount you're going to pay, low amount you're going to pay. You could get ill. There are some places where you will get ill, and quite a lot of places where you will get ill if you're from outside. If you're local, you should be fine. Right, so what else we got here? What about teaching in Darul Uloom? What teaching? Yeah, I don't think they'll hire me. You can check Bangladesh's Sultan's Dine. Bangladesh's Sultan's Dine. Is that good? Let's check this out. Sultan's Dine, yeah? Sultan's Dine, Bangladesh. Bangladesh. Okay, so, all right. Sultan's Dine, Bangladesh. It's on Facebook. Okay, looks nice. So when we come Bangladesh, inshallah, we'll come to this place. Yeah, see what they got. Kasi Basmali. Oh, what's that? I don't know what that is. Kasi Basmali. No idea what that is. Everything's Kasi. Kachi. 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 Oh, Kachi. Kachi platter. Now try this when we come. Chicken tandoori. Okay, right. Looks like something. India trip. How many trips are we gonna go on, bro? We have to do all the trips before we die. This is our bucket list, my brother. Yeah, if you want to make your bitter life sweet, yeah, you know what I'm saying, you got to come on these trips, because otherwise all chocolates will taste rubbish to you. I heard the hadith about Salat al-Tasbih is not authentic, rather it's a fabricated. No. So lots of scholars, some scholars have said this, but a lot of the scholars have said that there is validity for it. and many books have been written on this. And it's in Sunan Tirmidhi as well. Imam Tirmidhi has mentioned this hadith, and Abdullah ibn Mubarak has also talked about this hadith as well. Yeah. So there are some who are very, very strict, very harsh in grading hadith, but according to majority, it's fine. We're going broke. Well, that's how we go. Yeah, we're gonna go there. Don't care what happens, my brother. And Mullah, if you want to be with us, you might just say it now. Yeah, we don't want you kind of coming halfway with us, cooking all our food and making all our tea, and then saying halfway through, "Look, I didn't sign up for this. I don't want to come with you guys. I want to go back home." No, mate. Don't work like that, bro. Yeah, this isn't Blackburn. Can someone become scholar after the age of 20? Of course, definitely. I have always tension of rizq, what I need to do. So what I would suggest is, if you have problems with the rizq, first and foremostly, make sure that you pray your salats on time, all your salats. Number 2 is try to look for a job which you can find in your area. Yeah. And if you have a skill, try to go for that specific job. Yeah. And make dua to Allah. Get your backpack ready. That's it, bro. Backpacks, you know what I'm saying, get your tablets ready as well. Your what's that? I forgot. What's that one that gives you, that stops you from having the runs? I forgot what it's called, man. Because yeah, Maji, you should know this, bro. Just take lots of Imodium. That's the one. Imodium. Yeah, Imodium. That's it, bro. Imodium. Just like pack up the Imodiums. No, I'm coming. Khidmat se khuda milta hai. Oh, that's the bro. That's it. That is it. Maji is working, Maji. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Will provide for me, inshallah, my brother. Let's go on this trip. Yeah, and let me have another chocolate. Yeah, because now I'm in a good mood now. Okay, so almond one, which Maji seems to say that this is rubbish, and I disagree with him. I don't know if you taste the almond one. Right. Can someone become scholar after finishing general studies? Yes, of course. Never leave home without 100%. But if you don't have Imodium, eat bananas and take Dialite with you. This dark chocolate, I tell you, nothing can beat it. Nothing. And then he quickly sips tea after that. What's a good website to learn Hanafi usul? First of all, study Hanafi fiqh. So on my website, study the Quduri series, and then inshallah go for usul fiqh. Yeah. Anyway, guys, chocolate got stuck in my throat. I'm trying to make it seem as though the chocolate tastes really nice, but unfortunately, I'm not good at lying. Dark chocolate will be one of the punishments of Jahannam. You're messed up, bro. Are you Mufti? I'm trying to become one. Inshallah, make dua. I'm trying to become one, inshallah. Yeah, so that's it, guys. So that's been my week. Hopefully this weekend, inshallah, I've got a few weddings to go to. Got one day. I got a few weddings. I got one of my relatives is getting married. I'm gonna do their nikah, and then I've got another walima to attend, and I've got to prepare for my bike ride. So I'm gonna bike ride a bit later on, and then tomorrow, I don't know what am I doing tomorrow. Gotta check my diary, see what's happening. Anis, ahla wa sahlan wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Ahla wa sahlan from Los Angeles. Yes, Los Angeles. I don't know how the Los Angeles accent goes. Yeah, but to me in my head, New York accent is the best accent. New York. Yeah, so Los Angeles, ahlan wa sahlan, welcome. One day, inshallah, I will come to Los Angeles, the city of the angels, and I'm gonna visit the famous places there. I don't know what famous places they have in Los Angeles, apart from like gangs that you always hear about. I Hussein, assalamu alaikum, mashallah, ahlan wa sahlan. I Hussein, welcome, welcome. Dark chocolate fountain will be my reward in Jannah, inshallah. Whatever you desire, you're gonna get there, bro. Whatever you desire. كيف الأحوال؟ أنا بخير. الأحول. Well, أحول means the cockeyed. How is the cockeyed man? الأحول جيد. نعم. الآن أصبح جيد. Maji Hollywood. Oh, Hollywood's in Los Angeles. Okay, so like the famous sort of like rich people, rich actors and all that, they live around there. Yeah. I heard they kind of very sort of like too much traffic, too much population living there. It's too hot. Okay, going there then. Are you an alim? Yes, I studied the Alimiyah course. I graduated, alhamdulillah. Okay, so anyway, that's that. I'm going to finish there. Hope you guys have a wonderful week. Make sure to listen into the podcast later, Arabic podcast. Yeah, and inshallah we'll see you guys tomorrow. Question and answers. Afwan. Hollywood, Beverly Hills. We have a great Muslim community here also. Inshallah, one day, Anis, I will be coming. Abdul Majid will be coming, and Mullah will be coming. Yeah, Mullah, you ready for Los Angeles? Yeah, inshallah, when we go in there. Make sure, guys, if you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button for this video, and check out my other videos that I make as well. Let me show you guys what kind of videos I make. Should I show you guys what kind of videos I make? Yeah. Let me show you guys the kind of videos that I make, my brothers. Because you know what? Because I'm sure there's new people here, people who haven't seen my channel. And I want to show people my channel. I want to show them, hey, yo, this is my channel, man. In a proper American accent. Shall I explain to you guys in a Birmingham accent or an American accent? Which accent shall I explain it to you guys in? Yeah, which accent do you want me to do it in, my brothers? Yeah, you guys tell me. Because I think Birmingham accent will just give spice to any statement. Yeah. Any narration of a book or audio or talk or anything that's read in a Birmingham accent, I think it will do the job. Birmingham accent. See that? The Los Angeles is saying to me a Birmingham accent. Hollywood, people who live in Hollywood are saying to me, do it in Birmingham accent. That just tells you a lot. Pakistani accent. Geordie accent. Why Geordie? That's a good one. Geordie. Why I haven't done one of those. We in Hollywood, you want to do tabligh. Black country accent, all right. Black country accent, you know. That's going to be like proper, like going like a trombone. Maji, just let Mullah come, bro. Just don't forget it. You know, we need someone to iron the clothes. I need someone to make the what's it? Welsh accent. Welsh. Those are hard accents to do. Because they start off like kind of like good, but then afterwards they kind of get messed up. Yeah, they turn into a different accent. So, all right. So let me show you guys this. Yeah. Let me show you guys this. So this is basically my YouTube channel. And in my YouTube channel, as you can see, I have, these are lots of different videos that I have made, right? So you can check these out. Okay, so for example, like I have learn how to read the Quran. If you don't know how to read Quran, yeah, and you want to learn, you got some things over here for you guys. Starts off from scratch, builds its way up. If you guys are interested in learning Arabic grammar, Ajurumiyya series, 25 lessons of Ajurumiyya, free of charge, that you can I sound like one of those, remember those quiz shows? Yeah. Remember what was that quiz show behind door number 1? There is this. What was that called, Maji? You remember that? Yeah. So basically, Ajurumiyya, you got some Ajurumiyya there, which I go through the text. Yeah, so check that if you guys want to learn Arabic grammar from scratch. I've also got Quranic Eloquence series. Yeah, this series is dedicated to going through Surah Amma. This series is going through Surah Amma. Okay, and in Surah Amma, I try to apply all the Balagha rules. You know that. So this is a bit of like a Dudley accent, like a black country accent. You know. So those of you guys who like Balagha, and you guys want to understand it more, then this is the course for you guys. All right. Yeah. So this course, actually, I apply as many Balagha rules as I can to this. All right, that's that. Then I did start this one course where I was just doing like Arabic writing, just showing you guys how to write Arabic, and then I think I stopped it. Yeah, so this was like, I remember that 8 years ago. Ooh, look how time's flown. Yeah, time's flown. So these kind of these are the, and then I have Surah Yusuf and analysis. I remember I did this one, Surah Yusuf analysis. Let's check out Surah Yusuf analysis. Yeah, this is Surah Yusuf analysis. I go through the surah, I kind of break it down for you guys, show you guys, oh yeah, this is this maful bihi, this is the file. This is good for practicing your Arabic. Yeah, definitely would recommend this for any of you guys who are, yeah. This accent is less deadly and more jelly. No, why? Hey, don't say that. So Mukhtasar al-Qudur, this is the next one. This is where I have covered all of the chapter of Tahara, all of the chapter of Quduri, of Salat, and most of Zakat. Yeah, so I'm going through this systematically, and I'll be covering all of this. Yeah, so go through this. I would advise, if you guys want to go through fiqh, I've got this on my website, my channel. In-depth Quran, this is the one that a lot of people like. Yeah, so here, for example, like I go through and explain to you guys like words in the Quran, very similar words. What does sajada mean? Sajara, sajala, sajana, sajwa. Yeah, and I go through with images and try to illustrate it for you guys. Yeah, this is a very popular course. You guys can follow. Yeah, so again, it's free of charge. Everything here is free of charge, you know. You know that? Everything over here is free of charge. Okay, Ibara reading. This is one that I started. This is basically for those of you guys who want to start practicing reading Ibaras. Yeah, you want to read like Arabic and apply the verbs and the vowels and all that. So I help you guys over here with all of these different colors. So yeah, check that out. I always go to playlist. Yeah, playlist is good as well. Yeah, you can check out the playlist one. Playlist is definitely good. These are some of the people that I'm subscribed to, some channels. I just subscribe to them just so that if you guys might be interested, you guys can. There's my vlogs. Anything else? Yeah, and then I've got some more as well. So, I mean, if you go to my, what else? Library, watch later, show more. Yeah, so these are all the different types of, loads. Look at that, loads. I got Sahaba, see Surah Yasin as well. So those of you guys who want to go through Surah Yasin and saying to me, you want to go through Surah Yasin? I got Surah Yasin for you guys. Yeah, no fear, liaqat's here. And I got Quran reflections, got Quran in depth, Balagha, Surah Mulk as well. Loads of things for you guys. Yeah, so these are all the series that I've got. You can get access to. Yeah, crash course. Anyone wants to do crash course, you can basically. I think if you go through all my series, you're gonna become like half an alim. Yeah, you'll become like half an alim somewhere if someone goes through them. Remember, this is roots of knowledge. So make sure you go through these, check them out. Yeah. And what I might do is actually I might draw out a route for anyone who's new to the channel and wants to know what videos to watch first and what to watch second and third, like that. I think I'm gonna come up with some sort of like a route for you guys. Yeah. What do you guys think of that? Is that a good idea? I think it's a good idea. Yeah, and there you go, guys. So there's loads of resources here, but again, it all requires dedication. So dedication is like the hardest thing, I think, and people need to dedicate themselves. Anyway, right, I'm gonna finish off. Okay, so I want to ask, reciting Naat allowed in Islam? Yes, it's allowed. You can recite poetry in Islam. Naat is simply a poetry. That's what it is. So you can recite poetry in Islam as long as poetry does not contain anything which is vile, foul, anything which is backbiting, then it's fine. What age you started studying Deen? At 18 years old. Mullah, you can come, but don't question anything. Sheikh, where is basic usul classes held, online or in a sufa? Basic usul, you mean usul hadith? Yeah, usul hadith I do online. I'm there. Alaikum assalam, Qazi. I always go to your playlists. That's the way, bro. LGBT lower ground Birmingham team. That's a proper like political kind of like, oh, this is what it means. And get the breakdown. Excellent. More gardening fit classes, please. Oh yeah, just those 1 minute fit classes. Majid's like starting my fit classes. Roots of knowledge is the best, hands down. That's the way, bro. Not everyone knows when Fridays after Jummah is. You should add more detail about Rumi time. Fridays after Jummah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So I usually kind of like do kind of but the problem is with my Fridays, sometimes I can't make it. So I don't like to promise a specific time. But usually it's after, like in the UK, it's after about 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock usually. But you're right. I'll try to put something up. Roots of knowledge. Where did you study Alimiya? In Pakistan, Karachi. Alimun or Arif Sheikh. Al-Ajurumiyya book or Medina Arabic books? I would say start with Medina. Yeah, definitely. Then do Ajurumiyya. When someone says they want to do Khatam al-Quran and give one juz to each person to read and cover all 30 from a number of different people to do Isal Sawab to the dead, does this count as a Quran? I don't know. I'm not too sure where this kind of practice comes from. I think people should do themselves. If they want to do a khatam, they do the khatam themselves rather than distributing it amongst 30 people or whatever. I think it's a very common thing in Indian subcontinent. I don't know where it originates from. But the idea of obviously everyone reading and then Isal Thawab being reached the person. Yeah, hopefully, inshallah, I don't know if it's counted as a full recitation or parts from different people. Yeah, it's allowed. You're allowed to do it as long as a person doesn't believe that this is something which is like being taught to us by the early generation. Yeah, they just do it. Just like if a person says, can you make dua for me? Can lots of you make dua for me? Yeah, and spread the dua amongst various people. Yeah, that will be allowed. Assalamu alaikum, Muhammad. When do your Friday Q&A begin? So this is the $1 million question. This is, when does it start? So I did used to start it at 3:15, but then the problem is sometimes I get delayed depending on where I do my Jummah. I have to do different places every week, and then I get delayed, and then so that's why I can't have a fixed time. So at the moment it's about 3:15. The moment it's about 3:15. I might go a bit 5 minutes a bit late, 10 minutes a bit late, but usually about 3:15, I would say. Can the para allocation thing be done with intention to get people to read more? Yeah, that's good. If you want to give it out, so you want encouraging people to read, that's a good idea. Yeah, good intention. Sheikh, ahlan wa sahlan. What's the purpose of the live stream? Is this Q&A? No, this is just like a chill Friday. If anyone has any sort of like informal questions, they can ask, and it's just to kind of give you updates about my channel, about things that I do in the week, and have a connection with you guys as well, rather than it being very formal like the Saturday ones. See you at 7, inshallah, bro. Wa alaikum assalam. See you at 7. May Allah increase you in all good. Ameen. Ameen. Jazakallah khair. This Friday, chill out session, not Q&A. Post Juma, hang out. That's the way, bro. That's the way. You know it, man. That's how it is. That Birmingham moaning. You guys like how we moan in Birmingham? All right, guys, I'm gonna go as well. So jazakumullah khair. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really appreciate it as usual. You guys mean a lot to me, and inshallah, I will see you guys tomorrow. And if not, then I will see you guys next week, inshallah. Kind request, go on. What's your kind request? Don't say don't do the Birmingham accent. That's not a kind request, my brother. What tea do you drink? I drink all sorts of tea. Any tea. I drink nearly any tea. Yeah. Please don't do Birmingham accent. No, I'm sorry, my brother. I am sorry. I'm not gonna listen to you about that. Okay. I'm gonna do a Birmingham accent. However, I want. Do you understand? Yeah. Because us who live in Birmingham, we appreciate this accent. This is the pride of our city. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a tradition. M. Mullah knows this. M. Mullah's been living in Birmingham for so long. He's been listening to it day in, day out. M. Mullah's now become accustomed to us. He's become desensitized to this accent. Anyway, guys, take care. I will see you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.